So have our streets become meaner, or have we just stopped talking to each other? A writer for the Globe and Mail experimented by saying hello to any stranger who looked remotely friendly. And despite the odd rejection, he found most people respond positively when engaged. So do you make an effort to talk to strangers?
Okay, you're a better person than I am. I do not, I'll admit it, I do not make an effort to talk to strangers. And I think part of it is what we do for a living. We talk all day. And so if I'm out and about in the world, I mean, chances are I'm multitasking. Chances are I'm listening, my earpods are in, I'm listening to a podcast or a meditation, I might be trying to get some work done or on a phone call. So I don't go out of my way to engage. I remember though, recently I was on a plane.
What did you do?
I know.
What did you do?
It still kind of haunts me because I sat down, I was so looking forward to a kid-free flight. Like, I was like, what movies am I gonna watch? Like, nobody to bother me, no one to pay attention to. So I sat down and there was a 90-year-old man beside me. And I know this because he told me. He was 90 years old. And he wanted to engage. And I did a little bit, but then I just was like, bloop. And then I started watching my thing. Am I a monster?
No.
For just being like, I just couldn't do it.
Just a little bit.
A little bit of a monster. A little bit.
No, you're not.
Okay, so what you guys are better than I am. What do you do?
Well, Teddy and I think we're on the same page. I'm a chatterbox. I'm not at this job by accident. I like to talk to people whether I'm at work or not at work. And I feel like people who, big cities get a bad rap. I was born and raised in Toronto. And I'd say that every major city I've gone to, New York, Chicago, LA, I find people to be really, really friendly, and it's easy to get into a conversation with people.
I agree.
Whether you're in an airport, an elevator. But I also realized something. I have an open face and I'm a chatty Cathy. And that is why that happened. And I have to thank my parents for that, because I think it's interesting that it's Carnival weekend. The Caribbean culture is that we are always saying good afternoon, good morning. You always nod at someone. And when I was a kid, I used to hang out with my dad and go everywhere. And he would always be saying hi and like making conversation. And afterwards I go, do you know him? And he's like, nope. And I'm like,
I love that.
Oh. So I kind of learned through osmosis that, you know what? Just say hi to people. It makes everybody's day a little bit easier. Make that little small talk. It will not kill you. The 90-year-old man will not kill you for the little conversation.
And it'll make you feel better.
I know,
it does make you feel
better.
better.
You just nailed it though. It's the small talk. If someone wants to, I am curious about people, and I love, if I have the bandwidth for it, I love to get, but I don't want to talk about the weather or the sports or the whatever. I want, dive in, like, tell me,
we're friends outside of work, and you are a deep conversationalist.
I do. Tell me where you conceived your child. I'm in.
That conversation I want to skip.
McDonald's.
Yeah. That conversation I don't want.
You know, I love what you said, though, the cultural part of it, because that is what I think has been lost in the work hustle culture. And especially we find that in big cities, right? And so for me, the reason why I don't engage, even though I have been, you know, Lainey always says to me, you have an open face. Close your face, Melissa. I'm like, what does that mean? It's because I probably do. I smile and she's like, you know, if you don't want to talk to somebody, close your face. Okay. In the commuting culture for us, I'm always on a deadline. I'm trying to catch the train. I got to get to daycare on time. I wish I could talk to people, but I think work culture has changed if you're always rushing, the idea of that. But we also build community with little moments of small talk. And so my dad knows everyone since the history of our whole town. And why? It's just the small talk. You just share a few things, that tidbit. Oh, you're so-and-so's dad? Oh, yeah, do you still live there?
The tomatoes are cheaper at the other store. Go to the other store.
You know, and it is a way to keep a social threat. So I'm sad that we've lost that.
But we don't have to lose it. You can control that. You can turn around and be like, you know what, tomorrow I'm saying you make eye contact with me more than 2 seconds, you're getting a hello. I'm asking you about the Blue Jays. I'm telling you that I like your top. And
I guess you have to be willing to be rejected.
I have a question for you.
It's up to you.
I know you're not single right now, but you have been single. Do you find it's harder now as a guy out there in the world to start small talk?
No, it's so easy being male. I'm like you, I'm open to the world. And I also think it's interesting though, being male, like, because my partner always teases me that I'm like too open to the world, always talking to people and starting conversations. But I've also never been the subject of any unwanted advances or like faux friendliness, you know, masquerading as friendliness when people want something else. So I think it's easier to be male in that sense, like always smiling at people and everything. And I really like it. I think it makes you feel better inside too. I'll tell a quick story. I often guest co-host on Your Morning here on CTV, 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern on weekdays. And just earlier today, we were in a commercial break, and the window outside this area, sometimes you can get some interesting folks doing interesting things at the window, right? It's an interesting neighborhood at times. And there were these, separately, there was a guy standing at the window, and then later on there was was a guy standing at the window, and I'm like, oh, is this gonna get interesting? But they just kind of were hanging out there, and I waved and smiled, and their faces lit up, and they were so happy, and then they left, and they just wanted to be engaged with, and I feel like we all on some level want that.
Just want to be seen.
Yeah.
Just want to be seen, it'll make you feel better.
Fact.
I think we can all be kind, but I've been there too, where making small talk can be tough.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.